Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy King Gabe here, and got a bit of as you've clicked on, bit of a little bit of a memory to show you guys. And um, when Christina and I had first met Jason David Frank, this video is recorded from let's see, I want to say let's see, it's 2023. Um, I know it was the same year of the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers from Super Ninja Steel. Because this is the 30th that they just showed not too long ago. 2018, I want to say. Yeah, 2018. So yeah, it's back from 2018. I know this month earlier this month, a lot of people posted stuff about Jason David Frank in loving memory, paying their respects to him and everything because of what happened to the guy. Yeah, it really was a sad, tragic passing, and like I say, really wish the best for his family and everything. No, it's probably going to be kind of late compared to the others that have been posting their stuff on, other mediums, but I'm doing it now. So, in I guess my little tribute to to Jason David Frank, this memory, sharing this memory with you guys on this channel. It's actually on my other channels too, Miracle Comics, maybe possibly on Brownie Brown channel, but I'm sharing it on this channel. For you guys following this one. So, without further ado, let's take a look at when Jason David Frank came to Bossier City, and like I say, we got to actually meet him in person, even speak with him. One thing, just before we go into it, one thing I definitely got to share the experience. It was a really good experience. I actually, I've actually met a couple of other celebrities, like Bernie Mac. Sadly, before he passed, it's kind of ironic. That was the first celebrity I ever met. I actually just got to say hi to him, and that was pretty much it, because they were working on the movie and stuff. And also another actress that was in the movie as well, named Shannon Leal. From one of Tyler Perry's movies. Actually had a conversation with her of how she liked the movie she was in. And then last year we met Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy. Real good guys. But like I say, Jason David Frank, we actually got to, I guess you could say, conversate a little bit because of the panel that you're about to see, and even a little bit at the signing. A little bit at the signing when he took a picture with us and everything, and like I say, so just had to share that. And now, let's see what happened at both. It was 2 days, by the way, Saturday and Sunday. So we're gonna have this on all in one video. Enjoy.
Yes! That was actually my first question.
Okay. It's one place that takes about an hour, so it's very good. You guys ever been to San Diego? Much better. You're much better at a show like this where more personal. San Diego is more of a corporate. Everything there. You won't possibly be able to see everything around there. If you want to stand in line and get like a collectible toy or something like that, you're going to spend all day to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff going on. But the trip was good. I got all my tattoos. I got Corpus Christi.
Oh, right on.
My tat artist James Clemens.
Texas.
Lives here now, so he's just one of my tattoo artists.
Really?
Once he moved from Corpus Christi, I didn't get any tats because it was hard to drive. Although I thought this drive was a lot further than it was in Texas, so it wasn't that bad.
So thank you once again for being here today. That's awesome. Thank you for coming out and doing this for us. We really do appreciate it. I know y'all appreciate it, right? Yeah! the first question that I kind of wanted myself. Give us a little background on this video that just popped up, man. I'm like, you know, let me know what's going on with this. Drop knowledge.
Well, the video with Lionsgate Games called me. I know Inway, who's produced the Power Ranger Legacy War games. I've been working with the guy before he even had one download. Now they got 36 million downloads. And so they called me and asked if I would do, you know, a live battle at San Diego Comic-Con, like, you know, a exhibition fight for fun, kind of choreographed, and I'm too busy, we have a lot of stuff going on. So I told them I couldn't do that, and they said, well, we can maybe possibly film it. And I said, well, if you're gonna film a you know, Green Ranger Ryu, or we're gonna test. Hello. If we're gonna film Green Ranger versus Ryu, I want Bat the Sun to do it because that's the original Bat the Sun.
Yeah.
Green Ranger versus Ryu. So I told him we could do it, and then you know, I told him I wouldn't do it without Bat the Sun, and then they talked, and Lionsgate and all that stuff went back, and then they gave us a pretty good, decent budget for the short film that we're doing, and they just merged it. So this is not the last of what they have planned and what we have planned, but now even the brand with Hasbro will cross the lines, and you know, you got Transformers and all the different brands that we can like merge with if we wanted to. So we'll see what happens. This was the first. It happened within like 2 or 3 weeks. Shot it. I got to go back and finish a few scenes on August 1st, but he made it happen really quick for the trailer. We wanted to show it in San Diego, and then they had an in-way party that night to celebrate the video games and those things. But it was all of it was basically just promote the movie. It was like a movie premiere. Everybody was excited about it and loved it, so yeah, it was definitely exciting.
How's Aaron and Sean?
Aaron and Sean's great. He's really good. The Bat and the Sun panel at San Diego last night was about over 700, 800 people. Really? Bat and the Sun's making a huge name for themselves. That's why when I told Inway and all the other stuff, there's not a bigger, better producer, product, owning a production company. It's not just a director, they own this brand. Yeah. That's got 360 to 380 million views throughout their social media channels and stuff like that. So that was pretty fun.
I've been following them for years when they did that Batman, and you know, like, it's so amazing to me to see how far they've come, because I've been a huge fan of theirs for so long, and then you got involved with them, and then like they're just doing all these amazing things. So to hear that they're merging and they're doing that's fantastic to hear. So
well, you know, they did the Ninjak too, as I played Bloodshot. So Aaron was a director on that and said, hey, we'd like to get Jason for Bloodshot. So we worked on that for about 2.5 years. You know, branded, put hashtags, everything, and created a lot of hype. Sony picked up the movie, so then Diesel's filming now for Bloodshot in South Africa. And which at first I thought like, I want to do the movie version, but I did the television version. I was the first Bloodshot. I was kind of happy that, you know, he didn't pick it up. He's a big actor. It's going to bring a lot of attention to the brand, and hopefully I can do something with them and Sony. But if I don't, it's just all in God's hands anyway.
you think you're gonna go show some Vin some moves? I mean, hey Vin, what's up, man? Do some moves with you.
I think so. It'd be nice.
Let's make that happen.
I'm trying to be like really political.
You're doing good. You're good. You're good. So you want to jump into some Q&A?
Sure.
Or do you want to jump into what's going on right now? Anything else?
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about what's going on, just so you can save you guys some questions. I got an update on my phone, which is terrible.
Shattered Grid?
Yeah.
Want to talk about that?
Yeah. Let me start with, I got a video game that is really cool. It's about to drop. It was supposed to drop yesterday, but I didn't want to do that to the video game people at Lionsgate. They don't want to shadow their video game like shadow it. But I got a video game. It's my More for Life brand. It's a retro video game. You can download on Apple, Android, your iPads, computers. It's got 5 different levels. You know, it's super hard to beat. I failed the first time I tried. I got beat up, even though it was me doing all the mocaps and doing all the kicks and stuff like that. So that's going to be available free for the world to download soon. Still doing my More for Life. Season 4 is on my channel, the JDFFN. Did their Shattered Grid, which is Lord Dragon, which is a different universe where he's basically going after all the other Rangers to become some ultimate god. I did two other NDAs. There was 3, but now the Street Fighter's out with the Power Rangers, so now there's only 2 left. One of them's a cartoon on Cartoon Network's pretty popular. That I did some voices on that, and the other one I'll wait to see on that. I did a movie called Omniboat that's coming out next year. That was like Robert Redford, Rick Ross, Adam Devine, Uncle Luke, just a bunch of people. So that's coming out next year.
You went from Robert Redford to Rick Ross.
All of it. That's why it's so interesting. That is why it is an award-winning film. Little Kid from It. I don't know his name. He's got starts with an F, kind of longer name. He's in Stranger Things. He's in one of them. So there's a lot of people in that. Yeah.
Wolfhard.
That's it. He's in that film.
Really?
And just a lot of top directors. Phil Lord, who directed Star Wars, and then he got replaced, fired in Star Wars. This was one of his first films coming back into the filmmaking. So
nice.
A lot of hype on that. And I think that's it for now. The short film will be out in fall for the Street Fighter. Power Rangers now be out in fall. Anything else?
You're not busy at all.
The things on NDA.
Lots on NDA right now?
Yes.
I understand. I get it.
We call it NDA, and it's just all black.
Yeah, NDA.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. So I wrote a movie called Moolah that's working on that to direct that film.
Moolah.
Yeah, that's called Moolah.
Give us a little background on that, can you? Sort of?
Yeah.
A little teaser?
It's not about like when you look at me, you're like, oh yeah, he's talking about money. It is kind of about that, but it's I can't tease it yet.
All right, it's all good. We respect it. You want to get some Q&A going? Y'all want to get some Q&A going? That wasn't a question. I wanted to know, man. Let's do this. Who's got the first one? Who really wants it? Spidey's got it. What's up, my friend? What's your name?
Devin.
Where are you from?
Louisiana, Shreveport.
Nice. What's your question?
Which Power Ranger did you like to be the most?
Which Power Ranger did I like being the most? I like being Tommy. That's the answer to sum it up. But I was the green and white, so Green Ranger costume was cool. But I like all of them, to be honest.
It's a good first question. Yeah, man. Good job. I like it. Going to you. I already told you. Give us your name again.
Hey man, what's going on, bro? This has a good question for you. You know, your brand, Jesus Did Tap. How has God and Jesus Christ affected you in your life and today, and how in the years to come and in the past as well?
Well, I always say, one of the things I think about religion, it's not a religious relationship, and there's people that love the relationship that shout from the rooftops. But for me, I like to just live by proof instead of saying, because we all sin, we all make bad choices, I don't care who you are. So I don't like to go to certain churches that everyone thinks they're good, because there's things that you can sin just by thinking. The 10 Commandments, like we live by, is just the commandments, but it's not really the grace of God. Because, the 10 Commandments say this, that. So I try to live through it, going through the struggles, the ups and the downs, but ultimately you look at 115 different Rangers and say, why is JDF, why is the Green Ranger the most popular? Is because I do feel truly blessed. But there's a lot of Ranger friends of mine, like Nakia, Karen, Johnny Bosch, all these people that throughout the whole entire series is always talking about God and how good God is. So I don't mean that to be like, I'm the only one blessed. I'm saying I'm blessed for me and what I do by giving back. The more you give, the more you get. That's just the way it is. People are always worried about that, but the more you give, the more you get. You can't just save $1 and think that's going to multiply by 10 and think, well, I'm going to save this $1 because God says I'm going to get it 10 times. You're not going to get nothing. What you do is you save $1, you give $1, you don't think about it. And that's kind of how life is anyway. You give to people and you expect to get back, you'll be disappointed. Give to people and forget about it. And when they give it back, oh, so surprised. You're awesome. Try it with your friends and see who takes. And give. So I like to give. It's changed my outlook a lot on life. Because when you're down in the dumps and in the struggles, there's the only way is to look up. Even when you're getting beat up in an MMA fight, you're looking up and you see the guy pounding in the face, but you gotta get up because that's what you're looking at. You know what I mean? So it's a constant struggle and battle.
Good question. Thank you. Your name?
Kendall. What's your favorite anime?
Oh, favorite. I know someone's gonna ask me that anime convention.
You knew it was coming, right?
Yeah. But Johnny Bosch is voices of like almost everything. I can't keep up with what he does. I don't know if Robotech's considered that kind of the anime. You guys are like, oh, how dare you? I don't know. But Power Rangers is based off Sentai, so I think that would be, would that fall in the anime category? Sentai Ranger is not really. I'd say so.
Yeah, why not? Let's go with it.
Dragon Ball Z.
There you go.
I'm hoping to do some work on that. I just promised some work on that, so we'll see what happens on that. But,
Really?
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I like that. All right, next question over here. Your name?
Gabriel Johnson.
Hey, man. Thanks for being here. What's your question?
I just want to ask, what's the best thing about when you was working in season 1 of Power, when you first came on board as the Green Ranger? What was one of the best things about it?
Just working as being an actor. I don't like to be like, oh, I'm a working actor to pay the bills, because that's not what I'm all about. Even these shows, you can get stuff at the table and a half, it doesn't really matter to me. So I love to kind of work from true passion and a hobby versus like I need to pay my car payment thing because I'm financially fine. And when I started the show, I literally was like, I will pay you guys if I can do this job. Like, I will go broke just to pay you because I like entertaining, I see the cameras and all the costumes. I never went into it thinking, I want more money. That's why you see Green Ranger everywhere. It's not about superpower beatdowns. You think they paid me for that? No, I didn't even want that. Omniboat. I told them I'm going to fly myself and put myself up in that hotel. They said, well, we'll fly you. I said, can you fly me first class and give you 4 seasons? You can fly yourself. Thank you very much. So what I want to do, everything I do is passion. So the best thing for me was the first day on set. Seeing all the props, seeing everything fake. Everything was fake. I leaned on the command center and I was like, oh, man, this is like fake. Everything was just so fake, it looks so real. That's all.
Got another question over here. Your name?
Jacob, I'm from Alexandria. What kind of inspired you to break a Guinness World Record for the most boards broken while skydiving?
Good question.
I started the reality show, My More for Life Season 1, and I just thought it'd be fun. I love skydiving, I love karate, how we could, do them together. So I did one practice run, and then the next run was like, had to break them all. So like Guinness was down there, the news was down there, I was like, oh man, this is a lot of pressure. I'm gonna have to do it now, type of thing. And I just did, it was fun. I love skydiving, I love wind tunnels, I love karate, I love base jumping, all those cool things that I love. So it was just fun, and Guinness picked it up, and they certified, they sent people there, and it was fun. It was a fun thing. So next time you want to break a board, jump out of the plane, break boards, but read the form, the waiver. You have to sign a waiver. I had to drop it. Not my fault.
Would you say you're extreme?
I don't know about that. I mean, I think that people would think it's an extreme sport, I guess. Maybe it is, but I don't really see that to be too extreme. You know what I mean? Fighting in a cage is a lot different than skydiving, although skydiving does get your heart pumping, I guess, but you don't feel the roller coaster. It's like you don't, when you jump out of an airplane, it's not like, oh, and you get your endorphins going, it's more like you're just flying. It's like being Superman. Base jumping, you get the bottom of your stomach, but it's kind of like you're flying.
Cool. We got another question here. Your name?
Joshua.
Hi, Joshua.
Before you made an appearance on the first season of Power Rangers, what have you been doing since then?
All this. Been working a lot. Traveling around. So since I made my first appearance on Power Rangers.
Yeah, what did you do before? What did you do before?
Oh, I owned karate schools. I was a business owner. I owned my first karate school just when I turned 18. Sold my whole comic book collection to get it. Sold the comic book collection anywhere from 11 to 14 grand. I don't remember at this point. Bought my franchise, and I was teaching martial arts. I was a business owner. Loved karate, teaching karate. I still love teaching it. I got schools now. Rise and Sun Karate Schools. I have an online training course called trainmejdf.com. It's from a home base, just to practice at home. But one of the reasons I just want to let you know about the trainmejdf.com, sometimes people look, oh yeah, look at them doing all these classes around the world. It's more of a passion for me to introduce people to karate, because I had a student I used to teach on Skype. Long story short, he ended up taking his life. He was very depressed. He was very depressed in life. He ended up taking his life. His mom called me and said, man, all he looked forward to was the karate classes. And I said, I didn't think he did. I couldn't read him. He was just sitting there. She said, no, he ran in the garage like an hour before you taught class. And that's all he looked forward to. If I would have known that, I probably would have talk to him a little differently than teaching him karate. But that inspired him to live, you know what I mean? Inspired him to feel good about himself. And so the training classes are disciplined, but maybe we can connect a little bit. You can look up to me even more outside of Power Rangers as a karate teacher to remind you of brotherhood, dedication, respect. It's not about you getting chiseled in your living room. It's not about him getting, chiseled. It's about him straightening up his mind. And that's kind of why I started that online training class. So you could watch and straighten up your mind and strengthen it. Train your brain. Because ultimately your brain is what's in control of your body. And I'm to be honest, we all go through the ups and downs. I do. I dealt with ADD. I go through the ups and I go through the downs of depression. I go through everything you guys say. When someone looks at me and says, "You don't know what I'm talking about, JDF. You don't know what I'm talking about. I'm 45. Son, you've been pooping in diapers long before. I was 20 years old before you were pooping in diapers. I know what it feels like. Going through Hollywood is not easy. It's not easy. You got different avenues. You got this, you got drugs, you got staying on that right road in life is probably the hardest thing that we're going to challenge ourselves to do. But we got to have a goal. We got to have a focus. You know what I mean? And that's something I just want to hear and tell you all. We'll continue Power Ranger stuff, but to sum it up, always say I can. Yep. That's what's going to get you through in life. I can.
That's good. Thank you for sharing that with us. We got another question right here. He's been waving his hand. He's ready. What's your name, man?
Andrew.
Where are you from?
Louisiana.
Yeah. What's your question?
Do you like Dragonzord or Tigerzord?
Well, I mean, the Dragonzord was the first. I think Dragonzord would get mad if I said the Tigerzord. So I'm going to have to say the Dragonzord. But just don't tell the Tigerzord.
Good question. Give it up for him, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. You have the Goonie shirt on. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Good job. What's your name?
My name is Nicholas, born and raised in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Nice. Right.
Okay. It's all about a non-Power Ranger role. And what was your fantasy role for any kind of movie? And the big question is, will you be a great fit for the John Wick universe?
I like that. I actually enjoy the John Wick movies. I mean, I love watching them. To be honest, there's a lot of things you think I'm an action guy, so everyone thinks I just love like nonstop action. I did like the Wicks, even though he shot like, I don't know, I would like to count how many people he shot.
Let's not count.
I would. I wanted to go back and watch people, but I'm so interested because there was someone that actually counted how many moves we threw a punch in a Power Ranger movie. And it was an interview, and it was a girl interview, and she said, "Why did the boys punch more than the girls?" And I remember that interview. Are you guys chauvinist? And I was like, "What's that, man?" I'm like, "I'm just fighting. I'm just a Power Ranger." Like, I was young at the time, so I'd like to count that up. But I enjoyed playing Bloodshot. I really did. It was from a comic book. I actually liked being a comic book character. Power Rangers was not a comic book character. Lord Draken is a comic book character. That's why I enjoy playing him, is because he's a comic book character. I know Power Rangers is a comic book character and the Green Ranger, but different things that we're creating is interesting for me. So I like playing Bloodshot. I just like acting, but I'm very selective on what I pick. I've been offered this and that. I'm just selective. I got an audience here. Chuck's a friend of mine, and I was talking to Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris said, my career didn't start until I was 50. I'm 45, and that sounds so old, man. I'm like, oh, but, and then he said he really watches the roles he does. On Texas Ranger, he didn't do any the crazy kissing stuff. He always kept it clean because he's got people looking up to him, not just as a karate instructor. But all you guys are older, but it wouldn't sound right of me saying like cuss words. It just doesn't sound right for Jason or Tommy to say things like that. Yeah. There are people that do roles that you look and you're like, oh God, so I have a I'm a role model for certain people and kids around the world. So I want to keep it clean. My Instagram's clean. Nothing wrong with drinking. I don't drink. I haven't in 6 years. I used to here and there. There's just things I'm cleaning up my act. I guess the transformation of God. That's how people know you're different. Is when they're like, what's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? You used to drink and party all the time. I don't no more. God. He's one of those guys. Yeah, thank you very much.
We got another question here. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Christina Lee Johnson. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, but I'm originally from Pasadena, California.
Right on.
My question is, I noticed you from the first Power Ranger movie and Power Ranger Turbo. So, which movie do you like to be in the most?
Did you ever go to Power Morphicon since you lived in Pasadena?
Honestly, no.
No?
No.
Right there, it's a big show, Power Morphicon. Comic-Con's coming in August. But I enjoyed doing the Mighty Morphin. The first movie was fun. Turbo was different. We had a really big budget on the first movie. It was a studio. Some people didn't understand the brand, so we changed a lot of things. So I think this first movie was more challenging to get done right. The second movie, we already gone through all the challenges, so it was easier to film. So I'd probably say the first one. Plus, I Blues was cool, and all that good stuff. I was so worried when I Blues said take the goo and throw it in their parents' faces. I was like, oh my God! And they just say that. I was waiting for little kids to throw them.
Your name? Thomas. All right. Basically, I have 3 questions. One of them is, which place from TV show would you actually like to see in real life? The community center, the command center, or Rita's Castle?
Which one I would like to see the most? Or?
If it was in real life, which one would you like to have in real life if it existed?
You say command center?
Yeah.
Probably command center. Even though it's like a big Apple Watch, it's outdated. It's like DOS. Like the command center and DOS. The old stuff. I have to pick up the phone and call someone. I'll have to say 911. 911. Okay, call 911, sir. 911. Anyway.
All right, you want to do the next one?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and this is about the recent live action one that just came out. You've done like 2 scenes in. I know that right now the second movie still may or may not happen. But how would they want? How would you want the Green Ranger to be played?
I haven't really even thought of a reboot. Because I'm still doing my thing. Soul of the Dragon's coming out in December, which is a solo Green Ranger project that I've been aiming to get. So that book's coming out. We're hoping to follow along with digital. So as far as the movie end of it, it's a whole different universe for me. You know what I mean? It's a different universe. So however they play it would be great. I don't really think, for me, it would be like the end of Tommy to say, I want someone I'm not ready to pass towards yet in this world, maybe in the movie world. There's a lot to accomplish in television right now in my fan base. As long as it's good. I know Hasbro's planning on doing a movie. I know they said that through the internet. Don't quote me, but it did say that Hasbro's planning to do great stuff for you, and I really believe the brand. I was there promoting San Diego Comic-Con. I believe they have good things in store for everyone.
Nice. That's good enough. Third one, want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, actually, feel free to answer. But where were you when you heard about the tragic acts? Where were you when you heard about what happened to the original Yellow Ranger?
I was at home, I think. It was a tragic accident. I'm not too sure the details of it, but yeah, it wasn't a good thing. So she's deeply missed, and
Thank you for the questions. All right, we have the next one right here. Your name?
Timmy.
Timmy, where you from?
Longview.
Right, man. What's your question?
So, gee, I'm first for you. I like Power Rangers the movie. I love you because I love Green Ranger because I was Lightning Jetty. I was Turbo. I love Zeo. I love Dino Thunder. You do that phrase again, like.
oh, that's my laugh.
You want to know the Dragon line? That's what you asked for?
Well, I love.
I don't remember guys. I have millions of lines. I don't remember all the lines. The only thing I know from Dino Thunder is I may be old, but I can still pull it off. Gods. And then the Green Ranger.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
Yeah.
Love that, bro.
Yep. And then Kimberly would just say, Tommy, help all the time.
You said Dragonzord?
Dragonzord! I know that one.
Or the movie.
Or the movie? Or the White Tiger?
You guys celebrated 20 years. Y'all celebrated 20 years. I went on DVD.
Good thing you said 20 years, because I thought you said corn.
2, and 3.
Dragonzord! Tigerzord!
Tiger!
White Tiger! There you go, that's my line. seconds, and then you I can still pull them off.
What's your name?
You know when you get old and you start trying to listen to someone like this? That's where my mind's at. I'm trying to listen. Speak up, sir. I'm traveling too much.
It's all good.
Especially one other thing, and then I'll let you go. I was reading the newspaper the other day on the airplane, and I had to zoom in, and I was trying to zoom in with my finger. I was looking at the other side, and I just played it off like I was measuring the states.
We've all been there. It's okay.
My question is, besides your own Mighty Morphin, what was your favorite theme song from all the Power Rangers you've seen?
Well, I love when they have the Go Green Ranger song. I love it because like Go Green Ranger, it's like my own song. I love that. Like playing the Power Ranger song, I was like, here's my song. Oh, he's got a song, and then it was like, oh my God, yeah. Where's another one, babe? Two. So those are fun. And then the Go Go Power Rangers is, it's a classic. It's a classic.
They had did the original Mighty Morphin song, and then they just changed up the words.
Yeah.
All right. I was gonna let you talk on the mic. Talk. Hi, what's your name?
Stacy, and I'm from Stonewall. My question is, when y'all did the teaser for the Shattered Grid, do y'all think y'all might do like an extension of that and turn it into like a mini series or something?
You know what's funny is you always have to prove to studios and prove to people what you can do. And Shattered Grid was something that me and Kyle wanted to do for the fans, and then it blew up 15 million, 20 million around all platforms. So yeah, studios definitely look at that and they see, and there's a fan base for it. For it to blow up that fast in a short period of time, I think the Dragons is piquing curiosity from people because they don't read the books, so they don't know what's going on. But more people see the Shattered Grid, then more people read the books. So it's great. It's going to steer them to the books and Shattered Grid. Yeah, we hope so. And of course, the Green Ranger series is something I always wanted to do as well. So there's a lot of different options, which is a good thing that you have options. Options are good. Sometimes they're confusing because I hate looking at all the food when you go to a buffet. Like, I can't decide. It's too hard. Less options.
So I'll tell you what, guys. If you got a question, why don't you come line up right here? Because I've been seeing all kinds of hand.
That's not true. He just don't want to watch you. That's why he's like. I tell you what. I see a lot of hands. Why don't y'all stand here? So I don't need to watch.
Nobody's
gonna hold the mic to your face.
Well, all right. So your name? Where are you from?
I think it's funny. I think it's funny how close you hold the mic to people. That's why I think it's fine. Now he's all because you're insecure about holding the mic.
Okay, so we all know that your character Tommy Keys appeared in all 3 eras of Power Rangers, 2 Savannas and the Disney era, and now we're entering another one. So my question is there a chance that we'll see Tommy in future seasons of Power Rangers?
Well, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But I will tell you that the first thing that we're doing with the Street Fighter and the Power Rangers is cool because it's Saban and Hasbro approved. So I was able to work with 3 different umbrellas. Saban, kind of 4. Saban, Disney, Saban, and then Hasbro. So the different ownerships of it, which is pretty cool. But I hope anything that's going to have anything that's going to be Power Ranger related, as long as I can still fit in spandex, I'm going to be there. Hey, spandex stretch too, I'll be like, too bad, I fitted it. No, you don't. Shut up. You look what? You look what? You look good, is what I thought.
Not too old.
What's up, buddy?
Thanks for showing up, so I have to walk to you.
You're going to say, get on a chair, son, so everyone can see you.
No, you're good. What's your
Corbin?
Where you from, Corbin? How about what's your question?
What happened between Turbo and Dino Thunder?
Good question.
Oh, good thing you didn't say what happened to your face, because I was thinking about what happened to you. You're so old. So I took a break. Tommy took a break. I was a doctor. Tommy took a break, or was a doctor, Turbo. I took a break between Turbo and then I was trying to become a doctor.
Oh.
However that worked, y'all can piece that one together. Your imagination.
Your name?
Aaron. My question is, out of all the suits that you've been in, from green to black to this combination of the first two, the combination of the white and the green, which one would you say was your absolute favorite out of all of them?
Well, if you close your eyes, Spandex all feels the same. It does. Cold, stretchy. When I opened my eyes, I like the Green Ranger one. And then the fit of the shield was great for the White Ranger. And then with the Zeo, no shield. That was disappointing. It felt kind of like weird. You know, when you get a haircut or you feel like you don't have a shirt on, you're kind of like, the Zeo was kind of like, I don't have a shield. You know what I'm saying, right? Then Dino Thunder, I was like, yeah, kind of, but I kind of had a shield, but they were, just on the edges.
You had a good helmet in Dino Thunder, though.
I had a great
You
helmet.
had a great helmet. I like that.
Cool. And I was a doctor. Kids around the world would be like, Dr. Oliver? And parents were like, who's this guy? Stranger danger. But you're a doctor. You're a doctor? And I'm like, I definitely am.
I definitely like the arc that your character took with being a doctor and doing the dinosaurs and paleontology and all that. That was really cool. That was really good.
Dude, when they gave me glasses in the beginning, I like glasses. My friend Marquette has a pair of glasses that don't work, but they look cool. So I told him he's a Raiders punter. I said, hey, dude, where'd you use your glasses? Because I want them now. But when I was on Dino Thunder, I was like, oh, give me glasses. What does that mean? And then they were like, you look smart. And I was like, fine. So I wore them, and it did make me look smart. And then I took them off, and I was like,
You almost had that Clark Kent thing going on, like he takes the glasses off and he goes to work, so
that's true.
You can look at it that way, though, too.
Very true.
Your name?
Matt. Good report. His name, too. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Frank. This question is actually for my students that I'll have this year. I'm an English teacher.
Great, I'm bad grammar, sorry.
As a kid, I grew up watching Power Rangers. My friends and I viewed all y'all as role models. What advice would you have to the kids today that are in school?
Nice. Dude, the advice I would give everyone, because I tend to talk a lot, and I'm telling you, the advice that I've always known is the I can, I will, not I can't, I won't. It's funny because they wrote the book, Thomas the Train, right? It was like, I think I can, I think I can. Just what happens if you turn the first page and said I can? It's just it. Nobody will sell books. It'd be over. But the I can thinking is very important. And that goes to anywhere and everywhere. Doesn't mean, right? It's like with these guys, the police officers, I want them to say, I can't, in case I get pulled over. I don't want them to be like, I can't give this guy a ticket. I can't. Because if they said I can, I would get a ticket. So you guys, when you pulled over, just say, I can't. Which is a funny story. I did get pulled over, had 2 officers, and they're great. I love it. Give them a big hand.
Yeah, give them a hand to these guys.
But they also in Phoenix, when that guy came to try to eliminate me, the officers were there and saved me. Great. But I had 2 officers that pulled me over, I guess, quick, and they loved it. Like, dude, big fan. So they're asking me questions left and right. One of the partners I don't think was a fan, because he went back, ran it, came back, and I was thinking, oh man, I'm not getting the ticket, because this guy, 30 minutes of answering questions. Yeah, the Dragonzord this partner's like, here you go, bud, here's the ticket. And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, man, my partner really don't like the show. I was like, great. He's probably like on his phone from Pokemon Go.
Your name?
Jason.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing? My question is, how does it feel knowing you inspired an entire generation of people to learn martial arts and karate and to just pursue their better selves and to believe that they can do anything that they can do? How does that feel, more or less?
I think it's great. I have a lot of, it's true, I have a lot of like professional people, like police officers and football people and UFC fighters to regular people that inspire them around the world, which is a pretty cool thing for me to, I guess, try to continue to stay to be a role model. And this stuff of the social media, the accountability partners that we have on each other, has really shaped me to the person that I am. I told you I didn't have an issue with people doing their own thing and drinking. I just don't drink because I don't want to feel like the next morning, but also I'm a superhero. You don't want to see your hero in the bar like, hey, let me tell you about bars.
Like Superman 3.
Ranger. Anyway, I don't drink. I try to, you guys keep me accountable, keep me in shape. and to say, hey, when are you gonna do Power Rangers again? So there's other roles that it's really tried to shape me, I guess, to be a hero. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. If we can mold ourselves to become better people, like anybody. Just because you're an athlete or celebrity doesn't mean you're better than anyone else. You know what I mean? We all put our pants on one leg at a time. Except for me, I'm more. But other than that, but it feels great.
Thank you, Jason. What's your name, sir?
Jason,
Where you from?
Louisiana.
Right on. Good question.
How old were you when you started karate?
I was 4. I was 4 years old when I started. I'm B45. I just got promoted to B3 black belt. Thank you. One clap. Don't clap now. You would have had to be it. The one clap was like this. It was a golf clap. It was like, yeah, next. What if you went like this and I just disappeared? What if I was Dino Thunder Black and I went to hit you and I missed you and I took my helmet off? Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. I'm going to put my
We were listening intently.
Weird things like that.
Your name, sir?
Chris, I'm from Gilbert, Texas. I got to ask this question also St. John last month, and he recommended asking you about it. We often hear about actors accidentally taking props and such home from the...
Please, right in front of the police officer? Is that what you call an accident? Are you trying to get me on the ground? Oh. Tommy, no, wait. Some props have listen, let me show you how some props accidentally fell in my back. I think that was a dragon dagger. Technically it wasn't a 5-figure discount. I pushed it with 1.
My question is, what if you did, what items did you
Allegedly.
I
just told you the dragon dagger.
And you allegedly still have it?
No, I do have the green. I do have the full black Dino Ranger suit. I have the whole thing. I have the green Ranger spandex. I got a dragon dagger.
For black tie fairs.
All right, fine. I put my regular clothes up with the black Dino Thunder suit one day. I was like, sir, take you to the dressing room? I said, yes, sir. And I got out and then went squeak, and they looked at me, and I was like, it was my suit. And they didn't see my suit under my clothes. But technically, it wasn't a 5-figure discount.
Your name?
It fell.
I'm from Shreveport, but originally from Mississippi. For the record, in your position, I totally would have done that too.
No, let me be honest, there was a lot of times they threw stuff out. I'm not just saying that because you guys, but there's a lot of times they would take pictures of Polaroids and throw it out. They would do stuff, I would trash in the trash, dig through the trash to get stuff. And those original Polaroid pictures, you know, like, they would, like a Polaroid, like a really good one though, they would take a look at the lighting and then throw them out. And then a lot of other props, so I would collect them because I knew one day they would be not worth something as money. People don't appreciate anything until it's a 20-year-old classic. You could have a car, no one cares, 15, 16, 17, get rid of it, it waits 20 years. It's a classic. I just got a 1963 Lincoln Suicide Doors. It's black lowered. When you guys see me, please let me know. But like, it's Tommy's going away for a long time after this, people. We don't it's a classic. It's a classic. So yeah, okay, go ahead, continue.
It's really good, it's okay. My question is, outside of the Rangers you played, outside of Tommy, who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Well, the seasons, I really enjoyed the first MMPR season. I thought it was cool because you had all different characters. You had Jason, who was kind of like the high school kid. You had Billy, who was smart, and Walter did the hip hop keto, you know, and Trini. And then you had Amy, Kimberly, the pink, and then there was Tommy, kind of the new kid in school that really didn't get along with people. You know, I was like that in school. I used to get made fun of my Wolverine t-shirt. Then that all stopped because I was in karate. For real. But I liked the first season, and then I enjoyed going back to Dino Thunder. I really enjoyed it. I liked the White Ranger Dino suit, was pretty cool. All the suits are really cool. I don't know, some seasons I'm learning a lot more than I knew when I first started this, and I've been in this business doing Comic-Con 6 years. My first Comic-Con was an anime. I was telling the Polars, it was an anime show. in Florida. And I've done quite a few anime shows, so I'm not brushed up that much on the anime stuff. There's so many superhero characters that I don't know either, you know, so.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you for the question.
I probably didn't answer.
You did. You got that. You got that. What's your name, sir?
My name is Jody from Ringo, Louisiana. I actually have a statement and a question. All right. The statement: thank you for making my childhood the way it was. It was amazing. Now my question, I started going back and watching Dino Thunder all over again, because he's one I really remember the most.
We did that on the Street Fighter 2 Dino Thunder, by the way. He's a big part of the Street Fighter Power Rangers universe that were just released in the short film.
The question I had was that part before you became the Black Ranger, when you had to meet all your different, I guess,
fighting spirit. Yeah, fighting spirit.
Yeah, those. Yeah. How long did that scene take for you to film?
You know, we had stunt doubles that were all different sizes, first of all. I was like, can you get like the same stunt guy, the same size? Because like we have like this one, and we're all supposed to be the same. So, but it all worked out. It was fun to do things like that. I remember I was so excited to do like the evil Tommy and the great Tommy and all that stuff. And I'm sure anyone would be excited to like play you or a different person. But the only problem is you're playing two people, and it's like it takes a lot. It's a lot longer than anything else. So when you go get your paycheck, you're not like, hey, pay me two. They're like, you're one. You're only one. I play triplets, doubles, doesn't matter. You're only one. Which it wasn't for that, but I just thought it was funny. Some people are like, okay, let me play that part. I'm gonna get two paychecks. I'm like, dude, you get one. It's you. You just play the double part. So it took a little long, but it was fun. I enjoyed that one, but Turbo was not in it. The only
where was Turbo?
Oh, he was on a break. See, you know, for real, the brand did not want to put Turbo in there because I shared the powers with TJ. But the Soul of the Dragon book, Tommy's in there. I mean, Turbo, Tommy. Turbo's in there, which is great because that was, you know, that's why I think Turbo hasn't got a lot of love because it's split. I don't know, you guys are probably too young for this, but I Dream of Genie is
The two Darrens.
Yeah, dude, that was terrible.
Darren Stevens and Darren.
I did not like the two Darrens.
What is it, York?
I didn't, but it's so hard for me to watch that because I would eat and I'd look up and be like, who's this guy? And then you're supposed to think that's really him. It was confusing.
I'll feel you on that. All right, we're going to do speed round. Ready?
I'll do speed round.
Speed round. So quick questions. Let's get it going because I want everybody to get their answers done. So, all right, here we go. Ready? Your name?
Branson of Shreveport, Louisiana. Being a part of a franchise that is so long, and you've got fans who are older now, how do you keep your stuff relevant to where adults still enjoy it, but it still pays respect to the fact that it's a kid's show?
I find balance. Balance. She says speed round. I can't talk more. It's like balance. There's more. Keep the balance.
Keep the balance. Your name?
Like I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Balance too.
Good morning. Like when you play the Green Ranger, White Ranger, Red Sea Ranger.
No, you can't say that. You can't. We got a Superman shirt on. Are you coming good? Hey, Power Rangers is my favorite show of all time. Except they didn't have your shirt. This one was on sale. I like Superman too.
What's your favorite superheroes?
There you go. Favorite superhero, go.
Wolverine.
Yeah! Bloodshot second, maybe?
Well, that's me. I didn't want to be like, oh, like, Bloodshot's my favorite. Let me pick 6 Rangers I think should make a great team in the whole Power Rangers universe. Green Ranger, White Ranger, CO5, Red Turbo, Black Dino Thunder, and then of course Lord Dragon. I mean, that's just me. Those were all me, by the way, in case you're wondering. I didn't want to say me. Wolverine.
Your name?
Brandon from Shreveport. And I know you're real heavy in the mixed martial arts community. Would you ever come back and fight like CM Punk in the UFC?
No. You know why? He's terrible. He's terrible. I would have fought him in the first man, man. Yeah, we had to fall. He's a little old. People would be mad at me too.
Name?
What if they did beat me up? He said, I'm maybe old, but I can still pull it off. That wouldn't matter.
Jerome from Flint, Michigan, and I wanted to know a little more about your faith. Like, how did you come to Christ?
Well, my brother played David Trueheart on the show, and he passed away as well. And it was just one of those things where I was just, frustrated and mad at the world and didn't understand why. And everyone kept saying, hey, you need to talk to God. You need to talk to God. And I was like, if there's one more person that says that, I'm going to be very angry. And they did. They kept saying it, so I just decided to go to the church and talk to God. I realized I'd talk to myself anyway, so now I can say, I'm talking to God, man. Leave me alone.
Your name?
I'm Clara from Ringgold, Louisiana. Okay, so we all know that you have gone and done things after you were done with the Power Rangers, but I was curious, are you happy doing the roles that you're doing now, or if you had the option, would you go back and film the Power Rangers all over again?
I wouldn't, because it's too hard. I never lived by the what-if principle. My teacher used to teach me in class, I know speed round, but I would have said, sir, what if? And my big guy, he's like, what if what, son? I said, what if? He goes, what if your aunt was your uncle? And I'm like, oh. I never understood what he meant. But the point was, don't say what if, so I never said what if. If I changed it, I would not be here right now.
Right on.
You know what I mean? He's all trying to get speed around me.
Your name?
Dylan, I'm from Shreveport. And my question is to start the debate with my friends, Kim or Kat?
Neither. Girls are a headache. And she took half of my stuff. That's the reason why I lost the Dragonzord. She owns half of it. So I just left it in the ocean so she wouldn't get it.
He did have the shirt on, by the way.
And then she was like, oh, you got it? Yeah. See, the trick is not to let Kimberly know I had a 24 karat gold warper, 24 karat gold dragon dagger. She ain't nothing but a gold digger. I'm kidding. I'll speed round, I promise. We got someone else coming in or something?
We have the concert. We're good. We're good.
Chris. Any question? I'm from Greenville, Texas. Texas. Anyway, my question is, when you were in that movie, the first one, I believe, you jumped out of the plane, and you're skydiving. You're on that board, man. Did you actually do that, or was that something?
I wish I could, but I like the way you explained it. On the sky. You're on that board. Was that you? No. Oh. No, it's just, honestly, we had a price tag on our head. We couldn't do anything bad because if we died or something happened to us, the movie would be shut down. So I got involved in skydiving afterwards. I've never skyboarded. That's a very dangerous sport now. A lot of the guys that used to sky surf are no longer with us because the parachute would be tangled and stuff. But I'd like to do it one day. Or I could just be like, yeah, that was me. Star Striker. Why don't you tell people who you are, man? Star Striker. Don't try to lie. Tell them who you are. Tell them.
Star Striker.
Secret identity.
Okay.
Only I know, but it's on your shirt. Anyway, go ahead.
My question is, after Zeo, when you guys defeated Mondo and everything, and then went to the Turbo movie, what exactly happened to the Zeo powers? It didn't seem like it was explained why y'all had to switch from Zeo to Turbo.
Well, we were. Did you hear that? Just the mic turned off.
That was good. That was super good.
Star Striker's like, man, you're crazy. God, the history of the Power Rangers will soon be revealed. They are good gods. All you people know.
Your name?
I was going to ask long-time listener, but not caller.
Yes.
Got it. Oh, John, it's good. It's Tony. I'm from Monroe, but I'm originally from Michigan. My question was, during your long time of success, when was that one moment, maybe it was signing a contract or just looking out like at your, everything you've done, that it just kind of popped and you were like, I've done, I've made it to where you wanted to be?
It's funny because, growing up, you guys were really young, so we didn't have that whole, little kids would recognize me, like, oh, and all this stuff. But as growing up as an actor, you hear all this stuff about actors. You hear about you can't go nowhere, people giving you death threats, how people are getting sued, and none of that was happening to me. So I was like, I haven't made it. And then when you get older and you have stuff like that happen to you, like in Phoenix and all this crazy stuff, lawsuits, people, you start realizing like it's not all cracked up to what it is. But the truth that when I went to New York Comic Con and I took a chance in doing these Comic Cons, I've always paid my own way. I just did my own thing, and they said you'll have no fan base. You're going against Stallone and 100 other actors. I begged, just give me an hour, just 1 hour. I'll pay my own way. And they put Jason David Frank. And at that time, I was like, can you put the Green Ranger? No. Can you do anything? No, we can't do that. You got 1 hour. So I walked to the table and brought my family, and there's a big, long line. At New York Comic Con, if you ever been there, they have these huge long lines that take you forever to walk from the back to the front. So when I walked, I saw no one. It was like one of those things where I was like, remember, I'm thinking, I can. I'm thinking, maybe this guy's right. Maybe I don't have a fan base. Maybe I am what he said I was. I walked into the line and I didn't see anyone. It was okay. I went up there and then I said something. They said, "Sir, there's your line." I said, "Where's my line?" Because I didn't see no line. And I looked and it was all these people waiting, all screaming with Power Ranger stuff. It was like a 6-hour-long line. And that was the moment where I was like, "Yeah, I don't have any fans." And when they broke it off for 1 hour, they said, "No more." It was like I almost paid everyone that they paid $5 where they're like, "Oh no. JD, we need you." I was just like, I'm gonna take care of everybody. Thanks, guys, really. But it was one of those things where I was like, wow, that means more to me than hearing the success stories of people growing up with Power Rangers and changing lives. And hearing your story too that you shared, right? All the military people, police officers around the world that's influenced. That's when you know you made it, when you're being blessed like that.
Thank you. Very good question. Give it up for that.
Kendall, I would like to know, what's the funniest thing that happened on set when you were playing the Green Ranger?
I don't know, I was practicing moves. Wasn't that funny, but I was doing a backflip off a tree. Johnny was speaking the story, but he was supposed to spot me, and he didn't. We're not supposed to practice anything. We're like, on the movie, you're not supposed to do anything. And I did run up the tree, Johnny didn't spot me, smacked my face on the concrete. I thought I knocked out my teeth, so I was like, "Do I have teeth, Johnny?" He's like, "Yeah." But my whole side of my face was kind of cut up and scratched up. So I was filming the movie that day, so the next day I had to film, and they're like, "What is it do to your face?" So we had to put like plastic on it, and then like paint it over and stuff like that. I know it doesn't sound funny. It was pretty funny at the time.
Finn Balor, you showed up. Thank you, man. Which question?
So now, Colton, I'm from Abilene, Texas. My question is, how do you compare your character, Tommy Oliver, to your Super Sentai counterpart in karate?
I never met those guys. I think I'm going to meet the White Ranger in Power Morphin Con. There's no comparison to the Japanese shows and the American version. I mean, Japanese can get away with a lot more things than we can. It was a little bit more violent. We all wanted at the time, like, "Let's do that." And I'm like, "No, this is a kid show." I was like, "Darn, they don't show us the Japanese footage." You know what I mean? And we used a lot of their footage. It's a total different storyline, but it's cool to go back and watch. I didn't understand what this stuff was. It was like, remember when Starbucks first got introduced? It's so confusing. It's so annoying to go there. Like, I'll take a small, tall. Like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I'll just take a vente. You got to say all this coffee talk. We weren't familiar with that. And Power Rangers is like that Starbucks coffee talk. If you say something like Zordon, Goldar, or talk about a morphing grid, and people that don't get it don't understand. I didn't understand what Zordon was, and I didn't understand what I was reading for. I understood I was reading for the Green Ranger. We think of Rangers, Smokey the Bear, because that's what I think about. I'm a Ranger, I'm a Ranger, I'm a park ranger. And then when I got the role, I was like, that looks nothing like a park ranger. But it was cool, so I don't know. It's both of them are different, and I like both. If it wasn't for the Japanese show, we wouldn't be here. You know what I mean?
Good question. Thank you, Finn Balor. Good for that. That was a good one. You ready?
One gives it up.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Your name?
Steven. My question is, if you never went good with the Green Ranger and never became more dragons, how long do you think it would take to defeat all 5 original Rangers?
Oh, for the Green Ranger? He was powerful, man. I thought he was pretty powerful. Remember, he kicked them all out of the Zord and was like, "Yeah." But I don't know. I think more the timeline. The timeline with Dragon, right? When he decided to be good, he went and became Tommy. But that was the same timeline, backing up to that timeline where he said, "I'm not going to be good. I'm going to go to the bad." So he became Dragon. And then he worked for Rita and Zed, and then he ended up defeating them and eliminating them. There's kids in the room, and then he got the title Lord. That's how he became Lord Dragon. You know what I mean?
Good Question? Are you the final? All right, no pressure.
Okay, in MCU, do you think that the Power Rangers would get a chance to defeat Thanos?
Yes. Pretty deep. Okay, so yes. Yes. Think Power Rangers take on Thanos?
I can say yes. He said yes, confirm, speed round. Anybody answer yes?
That's good.
Would you like to answer that? My bastard, go ahead and stand up and answer that question. You know where I'm looking at. Nope. What's that? I'm behind you. Behind you. Where behind you? Where? Right there. He's gonna answer that question. Go ahead, yeah, you.
Who's the question?
He's gonna add to his question.
You're gonna add to it? Him?
Yeah, come on. Tell me what you think about Power Rangers. Tell me
What do you, let's do it.
Well, I love Mobile's the movie. I love the movie. I love it. So,
how would you rate Power Rangers from 1 to 10?
1 to 10 Power Rangers, what is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
30?
30?
If I ask you who became Rangers, you better say
Green Ranger?
Yeah!
Get it up, get it up, get it up.
The city we're in is
Shreveport, Bossier City.
Bossier City. Shreveport's on the other side. So it's kind of like Shreveport, though. I can say Shreveport, right?
Yeah.
Good. Just gotta make sure. No. SBC. What's that say? Bossier. All right, we're here at Bossier. Just got done with Q&A. Louisiana, what's going on?
Y'all give it up. Just give it a break.
Guys, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I'm happy to be here.
We're doing last man standing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be, I got a quick interview real quick that I gotta go to. But after that, I'll be at the table, guys. I know some of you guys already saw me, but you can come on over, say goodbye. Here tomorrow, too. I'll be here tomorrow. So if you guys want to stop by tomorrow, I got another Q&A tomorrow. So if you're here, we're trying to mix it up a little bit. Talk about a little bit more Zio. You guys can educate me on that. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Thanks so much.
House rules. Got a question? Raise your hand. Also, if you have a cell phone, go ahead and turn that ringer off. Show a little respect. You know, I mean, we gotta do that. What's cool is that he's standing right behind me. I bet. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. You know, but he's a prankster. Y'all all know this because you've been to his panels. And he tells you straight up.
Yep.
I was a prankster. He's also a gangster, but in a good way. So are you ready?
Yes.
So we're gonna do Go-Go Power Rangers, 1, 2, 3. Go-Go!
Power Ranger! Power Ranger!
Who's your favorite?
Green Ranger!
Green Ranger, go!
Green Ranger, go!
Give it up, JDF in the house. What's JDF in this top?
Yeah, I was out there using the phone. I didn't see you guys were calling me out here.
We were calling for you.
Or yeah, I didn't know.
How's the Red Bull treating you?
I wasn't listening to the rules and stuff like that.
You're a habitual line stepper like myself, so you know sometimes rules follow, sometimes we don't. So it just happens.
Thanks for coming, guys.
How's day 2 treating you?
The tea?
No, how's day 2 treating you?
Oh, I tasted the tea. I was like, the tea's really good. Day 2 was good. Took a little run outside in the heat, and it was fine until I got back to the hotel. Started the heat started catching up. Oh man, it was like, it wasn't hot doing it. Well, it kind of was, but it just kind of overheated a little bit. But it was good. It was good. Brian, I was reading your book. I was reading Brian's book in the back. He has 2 books that he wrote. and we'll talk about it in just a little bit.
Nice.
If you don't believe that I read it, I do, because I think it said 2 pounds 2 ounces.
Yes.
There's a lot of medical technical stuff that I'm understanding about it. So I'm a slow reader, man. I'm only on my page 3. I'll have to. I'll read kind of slow. When I had to read my script, it was like, it's morphin. Oh no, the monsters are attacking. Make the monsters grow. Battle. Monsters fight. Win. Laugh. Go Rangers. That's kind of scripted. It's kind of the format. It's that insert different monsters, insert Kimberly. Tommy, help. Yeah, Tommy saves the day. Wow, monsters grow. Tommy gets the dragons.
Question: does Tommy ever play Jethro Tull on that thing? Like,
Sometimes. He's got an old playlist that I should come up with a playlist.
Spotify that. Hey, we just came up with something. You should Spotify
loop playlist.
The Tommy playlist, and so that way when people are working out or exercising or doing your videos, they can listen to the playlist.
That's right.
How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah! There was that thing out there a long time on Instagram when he was playing the Snoop Dogg thing. You guys see that meme or whatever it is? Yeah.
So who's gonna have questions? Once again, raise your hands real quick. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up back here. Raise your hand. See that nice lady right there? That's where the line's gonna start. So if you got a question, let's go ahead and line up, get it going. How's that sound? We feel good about that?
Yeah!
All right. But first question, I don't know where we're going.
But did they ever approach him to do an avatar?
Thank you, sir. What's up, my friend?
Good to see you.
I was so happy when I walked outside, I was checking on people, and all of a sudden, you roll up on me like,
we're about to ask questions.
So let everybody know what your name is.
My name is Brian. I'm from
Wait, is it just one question each or we have
Sure.
Make sure we get through everybody.
Okay.
First of all, what JDF people always say Tony.
Tony Stark and Jesus.
Well, here's a quick question. Not really a question, but can you do a few Tommy moves for me?
Couple Tommy moves?
Yeah. A couple martial arts moves.
Yeah, I can show you a few things.
Okay.
If I did, I'm really not dressed up anymore, but
You're always dressed up. What are you talking about? You're always looking fresh.
yeah, you all want the dragon dagger?
Yeah!
You want to dance for it? They have the dragon dagger?
No.
Not that dragon dagger.
The girls might want to see it.
There you go.
You know what's funny is that never pressed the red button. It's okay.
Make sure your pants.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that. You're welcome. You got another one? You got a follow-up?
Here's the second part for you. I know that there's different types of martial arts styles. So what type of style did Tommy use in the show?
It was called American style. It was a couple combinations and stuff like that. I had another guy, his name is Joey. He deals with something called pop systems. Well, I see him all the time in his wheelchair. I actually trained him in karate. Because karate trains your brain. So I told him to close his eyes, picture his body. Because when I read in your book, from my understanding, is you will tell your leg to move and it might not respond fast enough, right? So see, the good thing in your mind is that you're able to see yourself, and you're able to do the moves in your mind. So that's what martial arts really is. I taught him, and it was probably the best class that he ever had, and people didn't understand, like, you didn't teach him, but martial arts is all about the mind. You know what I mean? So once I read your books, I'll follow you, and I'll give you some tips to do that kind of stuff. You know, you're welcome.
That's awesome. Give it up for the first question.
Woo!
Your name, sir? Chris.
Chris.
Here.
Literally.
Perfect.
Literally
Here. Here.
I like it. Which question?
I know they attempted to spin off Masked Rider or Kamen Rider from Power Rangers, and I know you did Cybertron, this pilot. Did they ever attempt to bring you into any potential Kamen Rider pilots?
Well, no, I did Cybertron, sold that worldwide. 60% of the world was a syndicated show. The Kamen Rider, how do you say it?
Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider. The director, Steve Wayne, was doing it. A good friend of mine, Steve Wayne, worked on a movie called Guyver. Steve Wayne worked on Power Ranger stuff, so he wanted me to go on to that show to do it. But Bondi had an issue because I was already a Bondi toy, so they couldn't let me be another Japanese toy. So there was a licensing thing on that, which is kind of glad that, you know, I mean, I didn't do a lot of other stuff, which is good. So that's why when I did Bloodshot, it was fun for me. And so I kind of conserved a lot of my stuff for what we have planned as the Power Ranger universe. You know, with the Dragon, the Green Ranger solo book that we're releasing in a series. That's kind of what I really want to do. You know, is to stick to the Power Ranger brand because, as you know, all the other brands have not come near what Power Rangers is. True, even Masked Rider, VR Troopers, those ratings weren't anywhere near what we were. So I was kind of happy to be on the highest rated show at that time.
Big Bad Beetleborgs?
Right down below.
Great second question.
Rating-wise. Everything, and unfortunately, the way television works and everything's all about ratings. And that's what's sad is, you know, Brian, when you sell a book, sometimes there's corporate people that don't even care what your book says. They're people that don't even believe in certain things. Like I had the Jesus and Tap company, and nobody wanted to carry the brand. The Army wouldn't let me put Jesus and Tap on the mat, and I was like, that's where we get it from. One Nation Under God is where I got that from. So sometimes people don't understand the content, and it's unfortunate that you have to prove numbers.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, your book moves a lot of numbers, and all these weird random people come out and go, oh, I always believed in your book. And you're like, no, you didn't. You really didn't. So sometimes things are led by numbers, and Power Rangers was one of those numbers, you know, that was led by numbers. But Saban really did care about the brand. I mean, we're talking a billionaire that will come on set, that will keep his hands on the brand because he really loves the brand. That's why when he sold it to Hasbro, he's still there mentoring Hasbro how to do the brand. He's really picky. Like, this guy's a billionaire. He'll come and he'll be like, you need to change this. I don't know why you took the mask. You can be fired like that. That's how much control he has. He doesn't fire anyone, but you can't take visors out of the mask, mouthpieces. You can't mess with his baby. Because when you do, he'll get really upset. So he's kept it true to what we need to do. That's why he took it back from Disney and put it in Hasbro's hands.
Totally makes sense. Awesome. Tommy.
What's up, man?
I remembered your name. You didn't think I was going to remember it this time.
No, I know you remember. He remembers it. When you are not traveling and you're not doing all the conventions and stuff, then Jerry, when you're at home, what do you like? Do you just, you know, relax, you know, enjoy your family and, you know, have fun, you know, and be just, you know, the normal life?
What are your hobbies outside?
Like, what are your hobbies, basically?
It's funny, no one really asked that question. You know what I mean?
Good question.
It's cool that you guys have the best fans in the world to ask how you are or how you doing, or I don't know, Jenna's supposed to be here, but I don't know if she's around somewhere. She takes her like hours to get ready.
That's a wonderful.
But yeah, you know, I travel so much and I do things. My hobbies, I love the wet tunnel, I love skydiving. Although you guys know as much as I love skydiving, I probably only had 5 jumps in the last year because I'm just so busy doing what I'm doing. And then wind tunnels, I have a little bit more wind tunnels like that. Went through a couple injuries, but when I get home, I sometimes don't know what to do with free time. I get antsy. I go on Instagram. After shows like this, Salt Lake, San Diego, and other shows, I like to recoup. Sleep a little bit, but I do have trouble sleeping, so I don't really know how to answer that question. I think the biggest thing, my challenge is all the personal things that you guys have. Register your cars, you know, do this, do that, all your personal things, your checkbooks, your bills, all that. What you guys do, I have to delay all that. So when I get home, I'm like, you know, put my clothes away, doing all that, and filtering through all my Power Ranger stuff. So, and by the time I get settled, I'm off to another show. So personal things get piled up. I wish I had time just to watch shows, but I don't.
Spend time with your wife and kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm so active on Instagram that I would like to go to Instagram. I like that stuff. I like going to Instagram. I like the social media aspect. So I'd rather do that than like watch a TV show. That's just for me because I feel like I reach so many people within that hour or 2 hours of doing stuff.
That's right. Good question, Tommy. Thanks, man. What's up, Sarah? Can you give us your name again?
Star Striker.
Star Striker. Do it.
Star Striker. Yes, sir.
Promote it right now.
Oh, what?
What's up, everybody?
Oh.
Striker. Y'all get my book?
Oh, you want me to come?
Give us.
Oh, you want me to
Do it. Hold on.
Oh,
Go for it. Do it.
Oh, you want me to come
Do
up?
it. No, do it right here.
Oh. Okay, first of all, I just want to let y'all know, Gabriel Johnson, about my own series called Star Striker. It's a little Shreveport defender, about 7 years old, and his thing is no matter how young you are, you can still be a hero, just like Justin Blue Turbo Ranger, sort of.
Right on. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. I got if that's okay. Okay, one. Okay. My question is, if there's any other role outside of Power Rangers you could play, if someone called you to play Tony Stark or Jesus, would you take any of those roles?
Whoa.
I would definitely take the Iron Man. I mean, and then playing Jesus would have to, and that's like a Christian movie. I mean, it would be something that, when you're always a parent, doing stuff like that would be a very hard role to do, only if I'm like a good actor like Mel Gibson was to portray how his struggles were.
Oh,
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of Christian movies out there that I do enjoy. I do feel like one day I'd like to do a movie like that, not like Jesus, but to do a movie that was like Christian oriented and give a good message. There's so many terrible things out there. Negative this. That's why I like my fans. If you look, and like you posted yesterday, you guys. We got to like feed our brain. You know what I mean? I think sometimes we don't do that enough. And we have to put gas in the car. We feed our bodies with whatever else, but we got to feed the brain positive things, and not just for you, but do things for others. That's the key. There's so many great people that don't do things for others. And I post sometimes, and people are like, "Well, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't post, that you did something good for people." I don't post everything because there's so many stories. But I did post me pushing the truck, and the only reason for that was a dangerous side of the road. Nobody helped this guy. He was out there sweating. I jumped out and helped him. Everybody honking, going around me too. Like, get out of the way, you two stupid people pushing the truck. But it would have been different to go, oh, well, that's the Green Ranger. They all would have came and helped me push because they knew who I was. They didn't know who I was. So I like to treat everyone equal. And so doing good things like that, the reason why I share on Instagram is to motivate other people, get off your butt and do good things, and don't expect nothing back. If you do something good for me, don't expect nothing back. But when you give to me, like your books or your comics, I think it's kind of cool that I can look at them and give back. But you're not giving just for me to, give you a bunch of feedback. You're giving because you're proud of what you do. You're proud of your books. You're proud of your stories. And so that's the least I can do is look at it, maybe post on Instagram, see your story. So my point to that is just do good for people and don't keep track of it. You guys. We all know how many bad things we've done in life. We all know how many bad things someone's done to us. Like, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. But what about all the good things someone's done? We don't count all that. You've ever gone to a restaurant and said, "Excuse me, sir, I need to speak to your manager right now." What would they do? Is everything okay? I just want to speak to your manager. Manager comes, go up there. Hey, I just want to tell you that this waitress was an awesome, super awesome. She's the best employee you got here. Nobody does that. Because the society is trained to be like, we're in trouble. You're only going to tell on me when we're in trouble. And we're only going to post bad things. I'm going to look for that one bad out of 1,000 people, the bad person say, I saw you and you didn't say hi to me. I would challenge that person. Where'd you see me? getting a tattoo. Okay, I was getting a tattoo at the Sacramento Con. Did I see you? Not really. But I'm getting a tattoo. You want me? Hey, buddy. Come on. I'm not even focused on you. I'm focused on getting this tattoo. Right? So just got to be nice to everyone. This is a hard job to do because there's days I'm not happy. I go through whatever you all go through. Imagine you going through your worst period of your life. Losing your mom, losing your brother, losing people to cancer. And someone comes up and says, hey, I want it, you really don't have the time, but you do it anyway. Even the airport people. They sign like 100 things. I know they sell them, but when I have a bad day and I say, hey man, my mom just passed away, I understand, bro, but can you sign this anyway? I do it, but those people I will never do things for because they didn't deposit in my emotional bank account. They just take. And we all have friends that do that. And so you need to tell your friend, hey, deposit a little bit. But if you do good things for people, it'll all come back to you. It really will. It'll all come back to you. So that's kind of the point, is do good for people and train the little kids here how to, do things. My daughter's so giving. She's not here, but she's a brat sometimes at home. She don't listen, but one thing, she has a good heart, and she will give to people. And that will make me happy, because she's seen me her whole life stop and push someone in a wheelchair. Stop. Push a truck. Stop. Give some money to someone that doesn't have it. I will go out of my way for that. She sees that, and that's just how she thinks that she needs to be, and that's how I want her to be. And so, lead by example sometimes and help people. That's the reason why I post. Not because I want, oh, look at me, I did something good for someone. It's just, it makes other people feel comfortable. Like, hey, this is the guy he is. You know what I mean? So I know it's a long answer, but I think that's an important message to give everyone. And that's because you asked me when I played Jesus. That's where the conversation went. It's on your phone.
Serious. That's good.
It's a good question.
My question is, and I've asked this question to the one who played Captain Sutherland.
Yeah.
My question to you is, if you could go back to like your 5 or 10-year-old self and tell him that one day all around the world people are gonna know your face, know your name, want to take pictures and selfies with you, which thank you, by the way, for doing that with me yesterday. That I really appreciated it.
No problem.
How do you think your younger self would react to this news of being a world famous person years from now?
Yeah, man, this is kind of one of those things where no one's really asked that question, but I'll give you an example of like a Vander Holyfield, right? He's, ever since he was a kid, he would look in the mirror and say, I'm a world champion, I'm gonna be a world champion, I'm gonna be the best boxer, I'm gonna be a world champion. Every day he was a kid, he told himself that. And that really is the secret to the universe. And so when I was a little kid, I would not know what a ranger is. Because when I was 19 or 18, I got it, I said, what in the world's that? I don't even know what a ranger is. Superhero, cool. I collected comic books. I had a big comic book collection. I sold it for a karate school. My first karate school when I was like 18 or 19. I love Wolverine. I got teased in school for reading comic books. You know what I mean? I got teased in school for wearing a Wolverine shirt. And then I realized, self-defense. I was never teased again. But the point is, ever since I was a little kid, it's something I wanted to do. I didn't know where I was going to be, but I knew that, I wanted to influence people through the martial arts and through training. So if I told myself at the age of 5 what I was going to do, I might have lost sight of my goal, because I didn't want to know exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to search for it. And searching creates hunger. And just like a boxer or a fighter, if you're hungry inside the ring and you got to put milk on the table, you're going to be a good fighter. And I think Mayweather's still hungry in the ring because he needs to buy millions of dollars of watches, but that's still besides the point. Sometimes you got to be in search and you got to search for it. So, I guess if I was 5, I wouldn't even know what Power Rangers was. And but I didn't at 19, and everyone said it was the stupidest job that ever, and nobody would take that job. I took it, and I believed in it, and I still do. I was the first one doing Comic-Cons. I went back to Dino Thunder. Did you know Dino Thunder? I could not get one interview to promote. I could not get one interview. No, Power Rangers was gone. Power Rangers was done. Everybody come up and go, that's a has-been. The Power Rangers still on TV. We can't give you a promotion. promotions. I went on a world tour and it was one, New York, and that was it. And we couldn't get interviews. And now, Brian was saying all the people that didn't give me interviews, they all want interviews now. And I don't hold grudges because I believe that we shouldn't hold grudges, but it does feel good inside to be successful and validate what they did not believe in and be like, yeah, cool, I'll give you an interview. People decide you're like, you didn't want an interview a long time ago. But it's just the way it is. That's the way life works, and that's what I told one of my friends yesterday who's doing a movie called Blind Spotting. I asked him if he's coming to San Diego Comic-Con. He's like, I'm not too cool for that. And I just told him that Blind Spotting's on Sony. It's like going to be a big movie. And I just told him, I was like, well, you will be cool because he's only got 20 or 30,000 followers. Once the movie launches, you'll have people out of the woodwork calling you, going, I'm your cousin. I'm your second cousin, your third cousin, the fourth cousin. Who? Right? So when you're on top, your phone rings. And when you're on bottom, your phone don't ring. So it's best to stay on the bottom and humble with all the people because you can bring them up as you go up, I guess.
I'm going to amen that too.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Give it up for that. Let's get your name again.
Alex Eversole, Alexandria, Louisiana. You've done Lord Dracon in both Hyperforce and in the Shattered Grid trailer. Would you, like, well, Walter Jones, Kathleen Sullivan, and a few others, would you come back not to do Tommy, but to do like a monster or villain voice? For example, Walter Jones came back in Lost Galaxy to do a monster for an episode, and also came back in Forever Red to do one of the Machine Empire generals. Would you yourself come back to do a monster or villain voice instead of Tommy? Or would you be afraid of doing that because you're afraid that your voice would be too recognizable?
Well, I'm not afraid of nothing, but I'm just talking to the brand. It's like Captain Kirk, when you go back and be like one of those, no, I can't cross the line. I like, in the Power Ranger universe, it's I gotta stay who I am. That's why we went to Lord Draken. So we can create Tommy as Lord Draken and continue. It was very confusing when Medina was some Red Ranger and then he went back as the villain on the other season. If you guys are familiar with that. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, no, raise your hand if you know the Medina Red Ranger prison. All right, never mind. That guy.
Wild Force Red Ranger.
He did the Wild Force Red Ranger, and then the other season he played a bad guy. So it was two roles, but they casted him, and they didn't know it was the franchise didn't know that he played the Red Ranger. So he auditioned for the bad guy and got casted in the role. Trust me, Hollywood, you're nobody in Hollywood. They don't even know your name. Sometimes you're just a number. So he auditioned and got the role and he played. So I don't think I would cross the line. I do want to do Lord Draken. I do want to introduce other characters. Because if I have a show, I'll be in charge of the show. And I'm able to bring back people who are passionate about the brand. Not bring back people that ask me how much they're getting paid. Those are the people that I want to work with. I want to work with the people that say, I'll do it. And that's the reason why we got Sierra on the Street Fighter Power Ranger one. I'll do it. She'll do it. I had 4 other people I was asking. They all were unavailable. She was on my list. I knew it. I said, call her. She's going to do it. It's not going to give us an issue of how much are we going to get paid. She's like, yeah, I'd love to do it for the fan base. Training them young because she's young about what the fandom's all about. Do it for the fans. Don't do it for the money. That's just how I feel. So.
Can I say amen again on that?
No, oh, you can. No one else is.
Amen.
You know what the Lord. Thank you. Go ahead.
No, I'm with you.
Thank you, man. And Power Morphicon, is anyone coming to Power Morphicon?
I am.
You are very good. Power Morphicon, I'm doing the Lord Draken, dressing up, selling 50 tickets, all to charity. I'm picking out 4 or 5 charities. They can click on the link. You're going to pay a lot of money for the ticket, probably $200 for a photo op, but it's 100% to charity. I can't lowball it. I want to raise $10,000 for a charity, and I want to make sure that the Power Rangers get back to the people in the community, because unfortunately sometimes with shows is that we're so busy just sucking the money out of everyone that we're not giving back to the community. So Power Morphicon, for example, in future things, in the future of Power Rangers, I want to get back to the community is what I want to do. Because giving, and I really want to build a house like in Mexico, like really, not just do an Instagram picture, like I used to do with the hammer at my karate school, and then someone else. I'm talking about really getting down and dirty and building a house that's not stable. You're like, house falls.
DIY till you die.
Kill 4 people. I don't know. I tried building it. No, I won't. That'd be bad press, right? I'm doing something nice and then it turns bad press and the house collapses and everything. No, I would like to help as much as I can. And it's always been a dream of mine to do like a mission. Also been a dream of mine to go to the military camps, the bases, and see the military guys. And I could never line it up. Every guy says, you should come to the base and tell me. I'll come for free, pay my own way. I'd like to go and entertain some troops and go out there. I thought that'd be really fun. I just can't get it done. I ask everybody to go do it, you know, and to come to a base, it'd be fun. I see all the UFC guys doing it, all the other people, and I know for a fact that's the age group that love Power Rangers. They would be like, heck yeah. You know, so, yeah. Anyway.
Next question. Here we go. Your name, sir?
Mike?
It's not Scott.
Mike.
Mike.
Johnny and Boss was here about a year ago and tells the story of while you were filming the movie, you dared him to climb on top of a bus and then proceed to try and kill him. I want to hear your side of the story.
He's the guy that went outside the bus. I didn't force him.
Dared him.
I've heard this story.
It wasn't even dare. It was just, I just said, hey man, Jackie Chan does all his own stunts. And he's like, yeah, what do you mean? I was like, dude, that was so cool. You should climb out the window, climb on the roof where we're going, and then climb back into the window. I thought it would be really cool. So he went out. So I just rolled up the window. He's like on the other side, knocking on the door, open the window, and I was like, why is Johnny and Bosch on top of the van? It's so stupid.
I've heard him tell that story.
Finally, I rolled the window down.
It's so good.
Well, he said you took the wheel and started like.
Yeah. Well, that was besides the point. If he wants to be a stuntman, you got to give him some leeway to kind of like, you know.
You're just trying to help.
I was just trying to help him, man. Now look, see, he does all his own stuff. He's got some movies out. He did a whole bunch of other stuff. He's doing voices. I traumatized him. I brought out 50 different voices in his body. Brought out his singing guitar voice because he was like, hello. Brought me out, he was doing eye shine. It was all because of that. Putting that eye shine on. I helped him.
Ready for another question?
Yes.
All right. Your name, sir?
My name's Seth. Here. Yeah. Well, one, it's been great meeting you. Thank you for coming to Shreveport Bossier.
Thank you.
And, one thing I actually
My
had
tattoo
to
guy
ask-
lives here, but tattoo artist. I always wanted to come to Shreveport and get tattooed.
That's one I would say go to like Wendy at Body Electric.
Dude, James Clemens did every one of my tattoos. I can't go against James. He lives here now.
Yeah, his tattoo is on Highway 3 on Mitten Road.
I don't even know where he works, but I just go when they said, where you get tattoos? James Clemens. He did every one of my tattoos. I have one on my butt. Let me show you. Oh, hey, calm down now. Calm down.
Family show.
It says crack kills. Okay, go.
So, how do you feel about the Japanese White Ranger?
I just crushed everyone's dreams. All the thing from Tommy. What do I think of the Japanese, the Green Ranger?
Versus the White Ranger.
He's well, yeah, he's going to Power Morphicon. That's pretty cool. He's coming up there. The guy who played, well, he was a kid, but he's grown up now, so he's going. I thought it was cool. I mean, I'm just thankful that they all filmed the show, so we had a chance to film the show. Thankful for Heim sitting in the hotel room, not doing anything in Japan, turning on something and saying, what is this show? I'm going to make that show worldwide, and he did. He made it a household name, which he told me he was going to make it a household name. When someone says that, you're like, yeah, right. And but I do, once we get the video game, Nicole, I have a video game that's super awesome. We just saw the level 5 or level 4, whatever it is, level 4, different levels. I'm so excited about that game. It was supposed to be released at San Diego Comic-Con, but I was doing Power Ranger Legacy War Games, so I couldn't be like, by the way, my game's just launched, but it's really cool. And I just thought I'd mention that for whatever reason.
What's the name of the game again?
Had ADD. It's matching My Morphin Life, so it's just My Morphin Life video game. I morph into a white tiger. Yeah. And actually, Nicole's in the game too. All my staff was in the game. Yep, I gotta try to save her. Then I said, let's not save her. The alien eats her, and because it's cheaper, you know what I mean? Like the girls, it's just kind of like, alien ate her. Man, she only half my stuff, you know? No, but she is in a video game, and a lot of my other instructors are too. So it's pretty cool. We did voiceovers. She did her first voices. They took like a couple years to film. I played it. I lost like right away. I couldn't get past myself. You know, so I'm really bad at games, so I'm trying to experiment with it, but I'm not that good at it. It's harder, it's challenging, but it's going to be a free download for everyone on iPhones. What is it? iOS is iPhones, Android, iOS, iPhones, computers. It's going to be a free download. I'm really excited. It looks really good. I don't like putting cheap stuff out there, so this is going to be really high quality and fun. And everything you see in there is me doing mocap.
Nice.
So when you see the kicks and you see all that stuff, I had to do it all. Is there weapons in the game? Did he put weapons in there? Nunchucks? I didn't see that stuff though. What level? Well, I'm on level 1. I died.
You said it was tough yesterday. You said you had.
Yeah, it's tough, but I gotta like test it for bugs. I want to test it level 1. Man, stupid game.
What'd you say?
Button magic.
Yes. Button magic.
Button mash that.
Oh, I think you said butt magic. Hey.
You didn't say it too, son. You didn't say that.
We gotta let you try it out, dude. We gotta let you play the game.
You gonna play the game?
You should try it out.
You wanna try? He's like, okay, you can go. Do it.
Is it on your phone? It's on her phone.
Go try it on her phone. Go try it on.
Come up here. Sit up here.
Come here.
You see, I gotta watch it. Come up here.
Come on, go. You can do it. Nicole's just gonna skip.
Nicole's trying to erase all her pictures before she can hear Come up here. See, she'll tell you how to play. Sit down. I'm gonna do reaction video on Facebook. No matter what, say it's cool. What's your first name again? Tyler is going to test out the game here. It's the first open. I wish we had a television up here today.
Exactly, yes.
So you're going to test it out. You're actually the first kid that's going to test this out. Nicole might have to prep you on it, but and everything you do, make sure you get good reactions.
Yeah, like a little prompt.
Help him out because he's about to say this thing. He's doing pretty good. Oh, you did more?
Tiger. Yeah, tiger now. No, Claude. Claude in the face. Claude in the face. No!
You're doing good though. Red bandana. I went in there and I showed up in street clothes and I didn't know they wanted to film, so I got like Prada shoes on, a Louis Vuitton belt, and a Louis Vuitton bandana. He's like, let's film. I was like, I guess.
Nice. This game is actually pretty tough.
It is pretty
See Nicole, you're right there right now.
Oh, I morphed again. You see me
Tiger
morph
time.
again?
It's tiger time.
Dude, that morphing sequence is cool.
I wish you guys could see. We're really not even playing anything.
We're really good actors.
Where are you? Oh yeah, that's my line. Where are you? What do you want with me? Did you
Shows
have
you-
level 1?
Shows you the controls. There's the lightning bolt.
Ooh, lightning bolt. What is going on?
Are those zombies?
I don't know.
That actually is a pretty cool game. I'm not just saying that. I've never seen someone go this high before.
This game has some high qualities.
High quality?
Yeah.
You like it?
It has good qualities?
Yes.
You like the kicking?
Yes,
That's me, dude, doing the kicks too.
Yeah. You have some pretty good kicks.
But you're doing so good on this game. Why?
No, I'm just good at video games, I guess.
You suck.
I do. I'm good at it. But I'll tell you one thing. I don't need to play games because that's me in that game. That's me doing those kicks.
Nicole, what are your thoughts on this right now?
Everyone just wants you to die so you can continue the Q&A. Oh, I morphed again.
You morphed into a tiger. This tiger's crazy looking.
Yeah.
But like in the best possible crazy way.
Alright. 10 seconds to go. 10.
9.
Go, Ty, go!
7.
6.
5.
Come on, bro, you got it.
2.
Uno. He's like screaming, die. Give it up. It's like crack. We're not talking about your tattoos. Do you have a tattoo?
No, but my mom and dad always go to Bloodline.
Honestly, it's the first time playing it with a kid. Tell people what
Nicole,
you
what's your
think.
phone?
So what do you think of the game?
The game has some pretty good quality. It's got good quality. It's the morphine sequence is pretty cool.
I'm morphing to the white tiger.
Yeah, the tiger. I mean, you're like a yellow tiger right now.
It's a yellow. Wait, it's a white tiger. It's the white tiger. You know, we did the white tiger on the show.
But when you're the tiger, when you punch, instead of punching in the face, you got to club in the face. That's why I was saying club in the face. That's why I was saying that. But it's a really good game.
Give it up.
The way it looks cool when you play, it doesn't look cool when I play. It's like boom, beat up all the time. But that's going to be available to, to download. So anyway, sorry for the delay.
Don't worry about it. We're good. You ready to do speed round?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. This is how it's gonna go. Quick question. One question only, and we're gonna move quick. Ready? Go.
Will you like to travel to Japan one day?
Done.
I did, and I got a tattoo, and I had a lot of fun. I was there for like a week. I have a lot of tattoos, and I didn't get served a lot of food, but other than that, hike tattoos.
Okay.
Real. Yeah.
Question.
That's not nice. I was starving. What do you mean? I got the nice restaurant. Nice. No, I was starving to death.
No, as in like nice.
It was nice.
Name the question.
My name's Q. Question would be, how many more projects do you have with Bat and the Sun?
At this point, we're doing really good because we did Ninjak, we did the Street Fighter, and I'm sure me and Bat and the Sun will be working for a long time, dominating the Hollywood action scene and the Power Ranger world. I'm pretty sure we will. He's done a really great job.
Love Bat and the Sun. What's your name again? You enjoy the game?
Yes, it was really good game. My question
It's a
is,
white tiger, dude.
what rank are you in karate?
8th degree black belt.
Good question.
Cool. If I wasn't, I don't see those kids. That was all me. That was crazy, right? And the guy was like, do another one, do another one. I'm like, relax, dude. I'm 44. Chill. Give me some time in between, buddy. But 8th degree black belt.
Next question.
I'll post your reactions later too. Maybe I can take a video screenshot, put side by side.
You totally can.
Yeah. It'll have to be like a fake video though, because it won't be yours. So we'll make it look good. Solid.
Your name?
Adriana. How much training did you have to do for the show?
How much what?
How much training did you have to do for the show?
Just make sure we fit his pants. I'm gonna actually, after this, Nicole, I need to film a shot so I can put it side by side, right?
Do we need a release for that?
He said, I own it. He said he wanted to battle the Green Ranger. Who would win, Green Ranger or Luigi?
Luigi is
I know, but Luigi's old school. I feel bad hitting him. I grew up watching him as a kid. You know what I mean?
Would it be in the go-kart? We're scrolling by and he gives that look and he's like,
I don't know. Maybe. I think Luigi will give me a mushroom and I'll feel weird and he will beat me up.
Well, it might be a match.
He's a star. Done.
Clip.
Very true.
You were an inspiration to me growing up. As a little kid, I had a lot of trouble, and I remember watching Power Rangers. Green Ranger came out, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Remember, he used to go, yeah.
Yes.
That was my thing. Anyway, quick, what's your favorite part of being a Ranger? Least favorite part of being a Ranger? And also what project besides Power Ranger are you most proud of that you want to be remembered for?
I love the Green Ranger. I always want to be remembered for the Power Rangers. I love Bloodshot. That was really fun to play. once Bloodshot blows up and Vin Diesel finishes filming and the movie's released, I was really passionate about that because I was the first person to film anything live with Valiant. And so if Valiant continues down the road, maybe 10, 20 years from now, I can say I was the first Bloodshot, the very first thing that we filmed. Best thing about Power Rangers is really sharing lives and doing this. I don't need to do this, man. Like, I've never done it for the money. I got that. I do it for the stories, and I do it for like the love of it and building such a good, strong fan base and motivating people like Brian and other people that give me things and their stations or armies to be true heroes. And I never really had like a hero to grow up with. I met Van Damme, and that went downhill. And Nicole was there; she witnessed everything. No lie. Everything I said was the truth. So the worst part about being a Power Rangers, I don't think there's a worst part. I'm a hard worker. Everyone complained about the hours, 14, 15 hours a day. I was the first one on set, and I was the one to be like, hey, give me that cake. They're like, well, Red Ranger's supposed to get that. I'd be like, well, I don't see him around. Why don't you give me that cake? You know, I was always wanting to give me, with lightings and directing, and it was a lot of fun. So I don't know if there's a worst part about it. The worst part for me is, yeah, probably the fame part, you know, like the Phoenix thing and social media threats and all that stuff, you know. But I know God's got me, and you know, so. And if I did play Jesus on a movie, I'd be like, "You want to kill me? Whoa, you're going to a bad place, sucker." We get struck by a lightning bolt right now. We're gonna go back to what it used to look like. Answer your question.
My name is Michael, and my question is: was there a time that you were asked your opinion or consulted on the season of Power Rangers that you were not in?
The book, the Green Ranger novel, the book based off descriptions. I thought the book looked like me. Some people don't, but I'm getting old. You know what I mean? So I thought the book looked like me. So consulted on that. But other than that, Megaforce. I was the one that was like so bossy on Megaforce. Everybody's like, oh, he comes back for a season. He's telling us what to do. I'm like, yeah, change the Silver Morpher and take the gray stripe out of the helmet. And they actually did it in digital. They spent the money to take it out and to fix it in digital post. That I was proud of, because they never did it to me. They said, why do you care? I said, why do I care? Sir, I'll be going to some of these conventions around the world. You know what? People will ask 20 years to 25 years a question, and they'll raise their hand and go, why did you have the silver stripe on the helmet? And I'll have to answer it. There's no reason at all. And there goes their question, 25 years, and the making. That's it. That's all you got. Is that Jenna on the phone? Is she here? My little girl's here, Jenna. You guys stop. And when you see her, be like, oh, Jenna, it's good to see you, because this way she'll come to more contact with me. She used to come to tables and people wouldn't talk to her. I would tell people, hey, talk to Jenna. And so she said one day, like, I just feel like I'm in your shadow. I don't feel like no one wants to talk to me. But I think people were scared to talk to me. They thought I was gonna beat them up or something, you know? Like, it makes total sense. So when you see her, like, hey, Jenna, high five. She'd be like, yeah. She's at that stage where she's like, ooh, dad. Stuff I don't understand.
Your name? My name's Vinny.
Kai's pretty good. Kai, show him your Taekwondo stance. Show him your stance, dude.
Do it.
Yeah. And he's wrong with the kid. You know what? I just gave him for 2 hours now to do that, thanks.
So my question is, would you like to visit Fort Polk?
Is that like for Army base? Or?
Yes, it's the Army base.
Yeah, dude, get it set up. I would love to come out there.
All right.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool. You know what? Also, too, is like back then I didn't have the vlogs, but it'd be cool to vlog stuff like that. You know, to show the real heroes that are putting their lives on the line. Hey, I'm here to support you guys. You know what I mean? So I'll fly my own self. I'll do all my own things. So I'd love to come out there.
Give it up.
What is it?
Polk.
P-O-L-K.
F-O-R-T P-O-L-K. Polk. So you saw last question, so I figured we just walk over again. What's your name?
George.
Where are you from?
Upstate New York.
Fort Polk.
You're from upstate New York. Did you come here for this?
No, I'm out in Fort Polk.
He's from Fort Polk.
Fort Polk.
Give it up.
Hey, you guys better come down there, visit you guys.
Let's get some info together and we'll get that going.
So, what do you guys wear? Army like suits, or what do you guys? What does it look like? I mean,
Sometimes
sometimes
it's
I say
camouflage.
Yeah, that's what I
just
want.
camouflage uniform.
you know what? You can give me camouflage before the show, and then tell people I was there. And be like, I didn't see him. Be like, dude, he's camouflage. Of course you didn't see him. Did you see Diamond Thunder when he was invisible? Genius ninja.
So my question is, I know back in May you ended up putting the challenge out with CM Punk and all that, but overall with your lifestyle, doing the tours and just trying to have some downtime, is there any possibility in the future of you going out and having any fights at all?
You know, it would have to be someone I really want to fight. And I know this is going to sound really terrible to people, but the only reason I want to fight Punk is I didn't need to train that hard. And I know that sounds really bad. And I didn't take time off to train him. So I was thinking I can go to Comic-Cons, I can like beat up Punk, and then go back to Comic-Con. But if I get someone who's a really good trainer, I'll have to like, you know, train for that. And I know it sounds weird, like, well, Jason said you don't have to train to beat up CM Punk. That's what I said, quote to quote, that's what I said. But I wouldn't fight him now, just because he's not going to be fighting and stuff. But anyway, I'd like to, it just depends. I'm doing something at my gym, coming up pretty soon in December. I'm fighting the guy that I fought in the first match. But what I'm doing is, I'm not doing all the drama and the ticket sales and this. I'm just going to live stream it for my fans. It's gonna be like a hard sparring match. I can get away from all, you know, the politics and just over my cage. You'll get to see me fight, beat them up. What else? You get to see other people fight. So it's gonna be kind of cool. I thought that would be a new way of doing it instead of like all about money and ticket sales. Is stressful for me. When I get offered more money to do things, I disappear. And people don't understand that. When people start negotiating like my more for life, I was so uncomfortable. I didn't want to sell it for like $100 grand. I just didn't want to sell it at all. I just wanted, that's why I own it back. I live stream it or like YouTube it because I just, for my fans, I'm really touchy on that. Like the group photo ops, I couldn't do a group photo op. How much are they going to charge for that? Even if I waive my fee, group photo ops are going to like, just, it's going to cost too much money unless we did group photo ops for charity. Then I'm down for that. I'd be like, too bad, you want to get it? Spend 100% goes to charity. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that splitting money and it's uncomfortable for me. Yeah. So, yeah.
Thanks for the last question.
Appreciate it.
Final thoughts?
We need to do the video game again. So we can dismiss everyone. We'll come over here. I'll do over shoulder shot. I'll intercut your reactions together, which is really cool. Once the game comes out, which probably work it out through the bugs and stuff, right? Once that game comes out, I'd love you guys to play that. Just check it out and just enjoy it. Everything I do for the fans, I just want you to really enjoy it and have fun. And enjoy the brand. Enjoy the Comic-Cons. We really appreciate you guys coming. I will say one thing about ABC. ABC, I said that, it just sounded like I said ABC. About their Comic-Cons is that Greg and the promoters and everyone here is the same team of people. And they bring really good shows to you guys. But one thing I love about Greg is that he cares about the fans. Like he does this, like he's on hands. Like he will send guys to go pass out flyers, put up things in stores. And I just talked to him out in the back, and this is where I'm talking about milking fans and charging fans. I talked to him, and he said, you know, I don't want to go too big. I don't want to go and start flying, because he said one thing, and this is the truth, you don't even know I'm talking. He says, I want to keep costs down. I want to keep costs down for the people. Because it drives costs up like Wizard World and other shows that have all these fans, and all of a sudden you're paying like $60 to $80 a ticket. It's too much. That's why sometimes I hook you all up. It's just too much for shows sometimes. And so I like that about him. About the one thing he said is keeping costs down. Most promoters I hear, let's raise the cost. Let's make more money. Let's bring in bigger people. And that's why I love doing these shows. And I told Greg, no matter how big I get and how here, I always got a home at the ABC Comic-Cons or anime shows, you know what I mean? So thank you guys for having me. You guys do a good job. All the helpers, everyone here, I appreciate it. So that's my final thoughts. I will be at the table for the last time, and Jenna will be here. So if you do see Jenna,
that's cool.
Like, hey, Jenna, she's like, oh yeah, right.
So we have
on the table. Let me tell you some of the stuff. You know what a slug is? No, that's when someone's dropping a slug on you, like talking about, okay, Jenna, okay, Jenna. And then she tries to tell me about other music that was out before she was even born, that kind of stuff. She's like, did you hear that new thing, Sublime? I ain't got no crystal ball. Yeah, Jenna, I heard about that song.
So my final word is, thank you for the really kind words. I really appreciate that. I know all the guys here do too. So thank you for that. And amen.
Thank you.
it up, man. Okay. Thank you. Good stuff. Seriously. Thank you so much.
So I appreciate you guys. Okay, yeah, we can do it. Okay. Perfect.
Y'all feel good? Yeah! All right, so the last